Jay, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Well, Mr. John Laws, it's a pleasure.
Well, it may well be my pleasure. I don't know yet.
Well, I'm in the actual studio, the 2SM studio in Sydney. The carpet, I'm looking at the golden microphone. This is it's an absolute honour for me, so thank you very much for the time, especially being a Friday, which I know how precious that is with lunchtime looming.
Yes, lunchtime is looming, but it looms every day, bloody thing. But it's something up with which you've got to put.
So tell me retirement. This is 2011 was the first retirement. So is this the real deal?
Yeah. Well, I suppose so. I don't know. Nothing is forever, is it?
No.
So, I don't know. Probably.
71 years on the air next Friday. It marks your 71st year. When you announced it, though, was there a little bit of regret or hesitation, or is this definitely the right thing?
No, there was no regret, no hesitation. No, I just thought it was the right thing at the right time. I've given it a bit of thought since, obviously, but I haven't changed my mind.
So I'm 24 years on commercial radio, so I've got 47 years left to match your your stellar career.
You'll never do it.
Why not?
You're too young.
It's the only skill I have, though. Believe me, I know you started when you were 18 in Bendigo. I started when I was 17 in Hobart. I have no other skills, so I hope I can make it the next 47 years.
Well, I hope you can too. I wish you luck, and more importantly, I hope you have a good time doing it.
I do. Is it possible for you to distill one bit of, from your entire career, one bit of advice for me?
Listen.
Pardon?
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Listen, yes. Why radio for you when you were 18?
Because there wasn't anything else.
Yeah.
I was hopeless at school. I was lazy. I used to run away. So I wasn't a very good pupil. And then my mother got me involved with Legacy, and a nice man who was part of Legacy at the time thought that I'd be all right in radio. So I went to Bendigo in Victoria. I was sent because they had some connections there. So I went there and loved every minute of it.
I read in your book, Lawsy, you wanted to know, John Laws, that you didn't really feel comfortable behind the microphone, but it was the first time you didn't feel completely out of your depth, you know? Is that correct?
If it says in the book, I guess. No, I don't remember. Well, I mean, it was obviously I'd never seen a microphone, let alone sat in front of one. So obviously it was a completely different genre, and it felt a bit unusual, but that's all. But I loved it.
Can you put these things in order for what you like the most? Music, poetry, wild turkey, Valvoline.
Well, I can't drink Valvoline, but I do enjoy it. I certainly can drink wild turkey. Mm-hmm. And what was the other thing you said?
Poetry and music. But we can forget about those two.
No, I'm not all that mad about poetry. I like writing it.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of very successful poetry books. But, I'm pretty happy with my lot, whatever it might be.
With the wild turkey, because you can't drink the Valvoline, I had the pleasure of dining with you one afternoon, and you had a sip of wild turkey and then a sip of Coke. Is that a thing?
No, depending if it's in the daytime or the nighttime.
Right.
And I don't want to drink too much, I'll do it that way.
Yeah, nice. Can I ask you your best interview?
I think I'm about to have it, aren't I?
You're having it right now. Well, then don't answer this then. Your worst interview.
My worst interview would be with that cooking bloke. What was his name?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
No good?
No, well, I couldn't stand him and he couldn't stand me.
Well, then what comes to mind when I say these names? Just first thing that comes to mind. Alan Jones.
Just a bloke I know.
Steve Price.
Just a bloke I know.
Kyle Sandilands.
Oh, good bloke.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're all right. My mother had you on for over 60 years, and that's how I first listened to you, I think that means I've listened to you for over 40 years. What do you think come this time next Friday when you put the headphones down and you turn the microphone off for the last time that you'll miss the most?
Oh, just talking to the people. I love talking to the people. And I love being able to express a point of view. I'll still be able to do that to myself. I'll be able to find a quiet room somewhere and talk to myself. That'll have to do.
Well, thank you so much for keeping my dream alive, and it's an absolute pleasure to sit in here with you today, and I really appreciate your time.
That's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Wonderful.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.